Alright, I'm going to teach you how to take any drawing and turn it from a hand sketch art to a quality image digitally. So I'll just do something super simple. This can be done with pretty much anything. Don't mind this art. This is something I've drawn since I was little. And we're gonna make it even better when it's digital. Okay, so that will be the image that we're working with. So I'm gonna take a photo. And I'm gonna airdrop it to myself. I have Keynote on my Macbook, which comes pre-installed on all Apple products. So here is my image. I'm gonna drag it into Keynote. Now that it's there, I'll get that out of the way. And I'm gonna take the image and go into Format, which is in the upper right-hand corner. And once I select that, I'm gonna go under the Style option and turn the opacity down so it lightens it up and I can trace over it without having anything in the way. Now that that's set, I'm gonna go ahead and click on the image, right click, and go down to the lock function. And now that it's locked, you can see that no matter what I do, this image is staying put. Now I'm gonna add a shape, but instead of selecting a pre-made shape, which you can do, I like to draw them out. So I'm gonna use this Draw with Pen tool, which is only available on the MacBook. I've tried it on iPad. I don't know why they don't have it, but it's not there. So pretty much all my art now comes from using my MacBook and a mouse, which just seems counterintuitive when we have all this technology, but it is the best thing that I found. So Draw with Pen tool, and I'm just gonna start tracing. So you select something and then it creates a line, and then every click will create another dot. And for this one, I'm just gonna make another line here. You'll see why in a second. And then I will connect it over here. So right now it looks just like a line. I could take that dot and I can move it around. But I want this to actually be a box. You can see that instead of having little circles, there's a little square now. And these little dots right here, allow you to like pick up an item and just drag it. So you can drag it however you want, and you can create new dots at the halfway point between the dots anywhere. So you can skew an object however you want. You can even move anything that you've already created to a new position. And you just play around with it until you get the look that you're going for. But essentially, once you have an item, no matter what it is, you can fill it. So I'm gonna fill it with a color. I'll use yellow, which isn't quite what I was looking for, but it doesn't have a border. So I'm gonna put a border on it. It'll be a black border, and now it looks more like a drawing, something that I would want. So there's the first piece of it, and I'll just do like a little circle or something for the top. And if you want this to be restricted from warping from a circle, you see how it's like going to different oval-y shapes. If you wanted to stay consistent, you actually could go into the Arrange folder and you could say Constrain Proportions, and basically whatever you have it at, it will just keep it the exact same shape. So I'm just gonna put this little circle up here, and again I will do a border because I think that looks a little bit nicer. So part of the ball cap. Now I'm gonna zoom back out and I will continue this shape. So here I go. So I'm gonna continue the 5, because if you remember, that's basically what I drew. So you don't have to do a line everywhere. Once you have what shape you want, you can hit enter instead of continuing. Otherwise you can close it off and it'll do it automatically. So I'm just gonna drag this to get the shape that I want, just like I did the first time. And now I have that shape. And same with the eye. So this one I'm gonna do a little bit different because I want to fill it. So I'll do kind of like a little rectangle for now. Just get to all the points that I want. And then I'm gonna drag it out and then take the shape and try to make it match. And now I'm gonna fill it with white, and you can even do like gradient, so you can go to advanced gradient fill, and if I want like white, you know, that does not look white at all, but you go to your colors and choose a color that you want, and then you could do that on both of them, so I could be like white and gray because it looks cooler. However you want to do that. Anyway, so now I have part of an eye, but what's an eye without a pupil? So just take a little circle that's already pre-made and turn it into what I'm looking for. And I like to use my mouse to kind of align it where I want. So again, color fill, I'll make that black, and then I will do the ears. So just rough sketch it out, and then once you connect the dots, it automatically stops that shape for you, and then you can kind of just adjust it how you want. So the circles mean that it's not a hard line, it's a more of a circular type line, and then you just kind of adjust it and color fill with whatever you want. Just do, I guess that works, but I'll do an orange ear and then another circle, and you could just copy and paste what you already have if you want. And then the tongue. Actually, you know what? I just reconnect that line to this so I can drag it out and drag that to match. And then I like to zoom in to make sure that I actually connect them the way that I'm looking for. One more to go. Hit enter to close it off, and just drag it out. And then I'm gonna color this. We'll just do that pink right here. I like the border, so line. And then right now, pretty much everything comes apart, so I just undo that. But if I wanted to connect it all, I highlight everything and then I group them, which is a really cool feature. So now it's one object, and then I can get rid of the background. So I can unlock this photo so I can move around, delete it, and now I have my awesome high quality image. And again, when you hit this constrained proportion on the right hand side, then you can make it as big or as small as you want without having to worry about the sizing or the shapes messing up. If you don't do that, like I'll show you, if I unselect it, then I can make it more narrow or wide, but I don't want to do that. And then you can see how some of this fine detail is, it's not connected. So you can always select it and then ungroup so that you can have all the pieces again, and then you could just select each piece and right click make editable, and then you can fine tune any of the details to make it the quality that you're looking for. And then when you're done, you just group it again. And let's say I want to put this on a t-shirt. Now this is probably the ugliest thing, so I probably wouldn't want to do that, but let's say I did and I wanted something high quality. One thing that I would check is I'd go to the document, make sure that the slide size is pretty large. You want it to be, I don't know, I like to make it as big as I can. So about 8,000, oh that's too much, by 8,000. So just make it a square and hit OK. And so this allows you to actually zoom in and do even further details. So I can see now there's some things that I didn't notice on the first round. But essentially, now I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna make this fairly large, just so that it's a good quality. And now I'm gonna export to image. And what I will do is select custom made, and I will say dog. And now, when I go into my folder and I find my custom made dog, I have a high quality image. When you zoom in, it still looks really good. It has the coloring. You can actually see the mistakes that I made, which could have been fixed before I printed it, but now this could go on a t-shirt, this could go on whatever you want. You could even use it in Keynote on the pre-made shapes. So I'll put it on a t-shirt so you can see what it looks like. So objects, select a t-shirt. Let's just get an idea of what that would look like. So format, I'm gonna do a border again because I like to have a border. And then I will do image fill. I'm gonna choose my image. I'm gonna go back to this dog. And I have it on a t-shirt. And you can kind of adjust it however you want. So I could make it scale to fit. I could tile it, which didn't really turn out very well. I could stretch it, go to the original size, and the original size I can, this one I can make smaller or bigger, however you want to do it. So now you can see what it looks like on a t-shirt. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe so that you can follow updates and see how I use this exact same technique for more complex images like the one shown. Have a great day.